from Shelley. I found out from my son that my stepdaughter has confided in him that she has been drinking and smoking. She's 13 years old. I don't know what to do. Every time I get involved, I'm the bad guy. I love her. And she told my son and two of her cousins that she was having sex. Her mother, let's see. I don't know how to help. I don't know what to do. Her behavior is out of control. Can you help me? It's a difficult situation just to parent. But when you have the challenges of being a step parent, that does take it to another level. I do have some Bible help for you. I'm sorry that you're going through this, and I got to tell you, there's no easy solution or quick problem-solving thing here. But here's a way to think about it. In essence, what you want to do, the end result of what you want to do is not yell at your daughter or even punish her. What you want to do is motivate a change of behavior. Free will is a powerful thing. The Lord has, even though He's powerful enough to speak things into creation and powerful enough to speak them out of existence, yet He has chosen to not mess with our free will, to allow us to make our own decisions. So as parents, when we have a little rebel on our hands, making free will choices that are destructive and inappropriate, we would love to just be able to say, no, you can't do that, and I'm going to stop you. But the deal is, they still have a free will choice. So the first thing we need to understand is where the battleground is. And the battleground is, how do we motivate a change of behavior? Well, there are two ways that any of us can be motivated to change our behavior. The first way, this is the way, of course, we would like to see, is the way that is the least painful, the way that we ought to learn and often don't. The first way is to learn and live. Hear the truth from you or her dad, or if she has religious leaders in her life, then adjust her behavior and to do well. Learn and live. Fantastic. By the way, just because you teach her does not mean she is learning and living. You can teach her all day long, but if she has not chosen to allow that teaching to motivate her behavior, that's nothing on your teaching, as long as you're teaching. So there's one way to be motivated, to learn and live. But then there's the other way to be motivated. Now, this is not what we want, but this is something God allows, and that is to live and learn. People have got t-shirts, I come from the school of hard knocks. Well, actually, that means that you weren't smart enough to learn and live. So you had to then learn from the consequences of your mistakes. Now, listen, so long as you stay out of the way, mom or stepmom, and let consequences do their work, then your stepdaughter can be motivated to change her behavior. So, The live and learn happens when consequences get tied with decisions and actions that she makes. If she does something well, it would be wise for you to make sure that she understands and experiences good consequences, positive reinforcement. If she does wrong, then she needs to receive negative consequences. And this needs to be consistent to live and learn. Don't guess about what she's involved in. You act on what you know. So you found out certain things. Those are the things you deal with. You could wonder, well, what about this and what about that? You know what? The Lord will bring that stuff to light in due time. If you give her a specific time to be home and she's not there, then there's consequences. You have a specific, actionable thing to do here. Yes, you may be called the bad guy. But you're not there to be friend first. You're there to be parent first. That's how God the Father, a perfect Father, a just Father, treats his children. In Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 5, the Bible says, "You have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children." So now, I suppose if we want to know how to treat our children, we would want to know how God would treat his children. And here's what the Bible says. "My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons." So, here it is. If you have a mother-daughter relationship with her, you need to be giving her consequences for actions. Good actions, good consequences. Bad actions, bad consequences. It's that simple. What do I do? How do I do it? What if I'm the bad guy? Listen, don't take your parental guidance from Facebook memes. Don't worry about, oh my goodness, I might alienate her, I may make her a rebel. Again, we're not responding in a personal way, we're responding in a clinical way. Actions, consequences. Listen, sweetheart, I would love for you to be able to be free to go out with your friends this Friday. But if you come home late, then I can't let you do that. And then you'd be off for a week. And so it's up to you. If you adhere to the rules, then I can give you the freedom. If you don't adhere to the rules, then you lose your freedom for a certain time. And again, it's not personal. It's not me versus you. It is consequences for actions. The Bible says, "Be not deceived, God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." So it's very, very simple. What you do comes back. Even a pagan world gets that. They call it karma. The Bible says, "Train up a child in the way he should go. When he is old, he will not depart from it." A lot of people misunderstand that verse. They think that means teach a child, learn and live. It's deeper than that. You can teach someone with reason. You can train, now I don't mean any disrespect, but I'm trying to teach you something here. You can train a dog or a seal or a dolphin and a child. What's the difference between teaching and training? Teaching is learn and live. Here's what the Bible says, here's what I say, here's wisdom, follow it. They say, oh, That's a good idea. I'll follow it. We like it when that happens. It doesn't happen that often. What is training? Sit, Fido. Fido sits. Fido gets a biscuit. Fido peed on the living room floor. Fido gets a newspaper slapped near his face and say, "Bad, Fido. Don't do that." Fido learns. Fido's trained. Same thing here. Consequences for actions. It starts just as soon as a child becomes even a little bit cognitive. Even before a child can speak, a child can understand commands like, no, don't do that, and yes, do this. And there should be positive and negative consequences all the way back. But so you come into a family, you've married into a family, now you have a step child. Guess what? This still works. Now, love the child, yes, but be consistent. Don't take it personal, and you will be able to navigate through this. I hope that this helps you.